Jeff, what am I doing here? Why am I?
First on the
Hashtag I don't need my back anymore work. What is the point in this?
That looks like that. Was that Effie dude? It looked like him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And what was the point in it? Nobody in the audience can feel bad.
No.
You know what I mean? It's not going to get you in. Just don't. I'm just going to continue to rant. So.
What's next, Jeff?
So modern day AEW. I had to cut the audio out. This Moxley. Look at this.
He's tearing the hide off of him, scratching it. When we get in the back, I'm punching Moxley right in the dick. Do you understand? He's getting a receipt. That's ridiculous. What again? A work is to make someone believe a lie. Okay, but we have now gotten to be to a point where we think the audience, we have to try to go to these links. The story again about Bryan Danielson and all those guys from Ring of Honor were in England punching each other in the face as hard as they could. Why'd you do that? Well, I want them to believe it's real. And then you knocked him down and picked him right back up from the very place that you were trying to beat him.
Yep.
You're not selling me on what you're doing. You're trying to convince me, get me to buy in the intent, not in the actual act. I can throw a punch, but I'm not trying to make you believe that I hit the opponent. I'm trying to make you believe I hit the opponent to try to beat him.
Yeah.
They have lost so much touch. It's insane. It's Vince McMahon's fault. So who cares?
Uh-oh. Oh my God.
Here we go.
if you're on the audio, we have just a guy sitting in a chair waiting for firecrackers to explode on his head. Yeah.
And then set his head on fire. Great. Yeah, what an idiot. In a ski mask, again, it's the same guy that does this all the time. Apparently, that's his shtick, is he sets firecrackers off on himself.
What's next, Jeff?
Don't just brush through these. Okay, Vince? All right.
Oh my God, bro. That's a major stunt right there.
Can you go back and I want you to take all of this in. First off, they're on the top of a house. Mom's going to be pissed when she gets off work because they're up on the roof again. There's a wind turbine to take humidity and air out of the attic. They're on top of barn. And this guy casually walks the other guy to the edge. Now, please run it back one more time, Jeff, and let's take in what he lands into. It's just a conglomeration of boxes, tables.
They had 2 cameras for that.
Yeah.
2 camera shot, man. Look at him.
It's hey, if you're going to do it, you can't miss it. You know what I mean? And he hits it and ricochets and rolls off into the grass beside a lovely pine tree. Oh, my God.
Jeez, bro. That's insane. What's next, Jeff?
That's the kind of stuff you do out there in your death cult in Denver.
What do we got? What is this now? What is that? Car door. We got a car door work. Car door. Unbelievable. What's next, Jeff? Oh!
Watch this.
Oh my God, bro! That almost didn't look real. Play that back, Jeff.
Ragdolled this bitch.
Gee whiz, bro.
I think that's Adam Pearce.
I think it is too. Look, I did it. You know what I mean? But what an amount of blatant disrespect for the other person's body.
Whiz, bro. God, man alive.
That guy did not take that bump for him. That was a bump that was given.
Yeah. Yeah. You know? Jesus. What's next, Chef? Oh, God.
Now he can't get it out. Look, watch. He never.
So he set his boot on fire to kick the guy with the flaming boot. Is that
so he could run across and kick him with the flaming boot to knock him out? Which, of course, probably the guy kicked out right afterwards. And nobody thinks, hey, how are we going to put this out once we set it ablaze? I mean,
God, man, setting yourself on fire. What's the next, Jeff?
Oh, he's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!
For those listening, there are two idiots in the ring, both with huge man boobs, and one lights a chair on fire. Let's run that back real quick, Jeff.
I'm trying to figure out, how does the guy's head get caught on fire? He's bald.
Yeah, because of the flame accelerant on the chair. They put like gasoline or kerosene on the chair to light it on fire, and then that all stuck.
Look at that, bro.
His bald head.
His head is on fire. His bald head is on fire.
It looks like a hot dog on a grill.
Jeez, God almighty, bro. What's next, Jeff? Oh, I don't want to watch this.
So they're about to do the razor's edge with the guy facing toward the mat instead of like what Razor used to do, which is the guy looking up into the
reversed.
sky.
Yeah.
Now it's reversed. And the guy throws him literally face first into the mat, and he folds like an accordion. Yeah, I don't really need my neck.
Oh, man. What's next, Jeff? It's brutal. Oh, shoot. What is this now?
The gusset plates.
Is that the 1, 2, 3 kid?
And if this isn't enough, we put it in there with the chair. And he's... Can you run that back?
Yeah, him flipping the chair out of the way. That's the best part. That's the best part.
The opponent puts a gusset plate, those things that stick into wood, on his skull. He then takes a chair and drives it in there violently into the guy's skull. And the guy gingerly moves the chair out of the way so he can fall on the mat.
And he stopped his convulsing to do that too. He's convulsing.
And then he went back,
moves the chair, and then starts convulsing again.
Yeah.
Let's see it again.
Oh no!
Oh, convulsing. Move it. Okay.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my. Holy shit.
If you want to go and learn the latest in the exciting world of professional wrestling as it continues to change and evolve, and answer the time-old questions of how did a car door get in the ring? How did a piece of glass? Well, we're going to teach you how to basically, like a magician, just stand there and go ishkabibble. It's a car door. And then use it in your match. You can come to OVW Academy, ovwacademy.com for all the latest syllabi and instruction on how to make a car door appear while you're wrestling, and then how to utilize that to increase your odds of possibly winning. Granted, they'll just kick out, so it doesn't really matter. You can also set bald guys' heads on fire with flaming chairs, and they look like a sausage inside a grill.
Anything else, Jeff, or are we going to the clips?
Yeah, we can go to the clips. I've never seen this before.
This is the first time I saw it, too. They literally spit blood on the camera. Yeah.
I don't think he spit it. I think that came out of his head.
It might have.
Oh, it did. Al, it came out of his head.
Yeah. Awesome. Because I've got to tell you, man, when I'm sitting down and I want to watch some TV with my kids, it's stuff like this.
Oh my God. I also want to say, based on that last clip, because Al said this and I forgot to chime in, I too have had to go for mental therapy since we started this show, and I've had to deal with you, Al. I just wanted that to be put on the record. Okay. What's next, Jeff?
Why? Is you finally gone through where you have to go through emotional support because you've escaped that cult that you live in?
Jeff, what's next? What's next for Al? Jeff?
Hippie.
Went to a local wrestling show.
Oh!
Wait. No, stop. Can you run it back real quick?
Where's my
It's a
glasses?
music video. Listen to the song.
Where's my glasses? Go ahead.
Listen to the song.
Went to a local wrestling show. Kids were wild and in the front row. It was peak guys being dudes. Just a bunch of bros coordinating moves. They took flour and slaps in the face. Did they sign a waiver for this space? I think that guy is possibly. The mat looks like a waterbed. See a man give it all he has, and then drink beers with his dad. Go support your local wrestling show.
Very nice. I love it. Love it.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Drinking a beer with his dad.
That was phenomenal, though. What's next, Jeff?
AEW.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro! How the heck was that? Was that one of the shows on national television, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I mean, I can do this at 63 years old. Come on, man. What's next, Jeff?
And they don't we're the best wrestle, and we don't need a developmental program at all. Come on. You gotta raise the standards. I mean, you've got to hold these people to a certain bar that before they're even allowed to be in the ring in front of your audience, let alone on your TV. I mean, that just makes everyone look bad.
What's next, Jeff? Oh God. Is that Eric Young?
Notice what the other guy
he's carving his back with the gimmick.
Yeah, that's not what's important. He's wrestling in his underwear, in his tighty whities. He's wearing a shirt, a button-up shirt, and he just has his underwear on. That's all he's wearing, just his underwear.
Look at the crowd. Look at the type of people you get in that crowd, man. Go ahead, Jeff. Play it. Look at this.
Grandma and Grandpa are gonna be pissed when they find out what you got at the farm.
What's next, Jeff?
I think this is a girl on the left.
It is. It is. It looks like Grandpa is beating up his granddaughter.
God, she's all cut up. Ooh,
look at those right hands. To be fair, though,
better fucking have some velocity on it.
That was Thanksgiving dinner at somebody's house. Grandpa was getting a little out of hand with his granddaughter. His granddaughter put him through the table. You know,
Al, you know how your body feels after every match, doing it the right way, What does your body feel like after these matches, bro?
And at 75, I'm at 61. That guy looked like he was at least 75. But I got to give him credit. He was in incredible shape for 75.
Yes, he was. What's next, Jeff? What is this now? Hold on. This may be new. This may be new to the syllabus. What are we standing on here?
Well, actually, this might be the same guy we had last week with the fire elbow, because we had a fire elbow last week.
It is the same guy, but he applies the fire elbow different. So. Now, I want to point out, it's good that he's not wearing regular tights. He's got pants with pockets so he can carry a lighter so that at any given time he can just light that elbow pad on fire and then run across the ring and drop it.
Is the elbow out before he drops it? It is, right?
Yeah, it's out.
The wind from running put the elbow out.
Yeah, so we set ourselves on fire and then just defeat the whole.
Wait till you see the best one that's coming up. I have the best fire one this week ever.
So we set ourselves on fire and it's out.
It went out.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
This is from the same match.
Oh,
bad glass work. Bad glass.
That hurt.
Right on his head. Even the people in the audience. Oh.
What's next, Jeff?
This isn't it, but this is hilarious. He set his stocking mask on fire. His ski mask was set on fire. Granted, what's probably the most flammable thing on top of his head? Ski mask. So why am I not shocked? It's not immediately going out.
Oh my God.
What an idiot. And again, No fire extinguisher in sight.
What's that?
Wait till you see the best one. That's not the one. Wait till you see the best one. I can't wait till you see this one.
Here it is right here.
Oh, crotch firework.
No, that's not the best part.
Look
here's the best part. They start beating the shit out of his crotch to put it out. Do it again. Watch. Watch. They start pounding and kicking his crotch, trying to put the flames out. That's the best part. Look how big the flames are on his crotch.
This guy has to be the dumbest man alive to agree to this.
I got a bit of a burning sensation, Doc. Look, now watch them. They start pounding. The guy's kicking him in the crotch to put it out. And the referee is pounding on him with his arms.
That is great. That is tremendous, man. and the referee's kimchi.
Oh.
All right, what's next?
Oh, well, could you run that back one more time? Not even a bottle of water. They just start kicking him in the nuts, trying to put it out. Look, here it comes. Kick. I'll put it.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
He started stomping him in the nuts to put it out.
What's next, Jeff? Oh my God, King Kong. King Kong, bro. Oh, King Kong.
I don't know if you guys knew this or not. It is commonly known in the wrestling world that when you wear a mask in the ring, it throws your depth perception off.
Oh my! Show that again. This guy effed himself up, man.
This guy's gonna be hurting for weeks.
Oh my God, this guy's in pain, bro.
The chest pounding is phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. We're ready. And the guy on the table, you can see that. Run it back. Watch the guy on the table roll over and go, "You okay?"
I'm surprised he didn't nail his head on the table too.
Oh, that
yeah. But you know what? He's laying there right now in that gorilla suit with dreams of Jeff Hardy floating in his head.
Oh my God!
There we go. Oh, you can hear it too.
Yeah, you can, man. You can. What's next, Jeff?
All right, this is the last one.
Holy moly!
Yeah,
freaking creamed him.
Yeah, killed the little guy.
Hey, it almost looks like they sped up the film.
Here's why. Here's what happened. Okay, a little backstory. Earlier in the match, the little guy was standing by the big guy and went, "Gee, your hair smells nice," and he took that as sexual harassment. So,
oh my God! Will you stop laughing at him? All right, Al, what's going on here? Because now we got gorilla suit work. What else we got out?
That's why he reacted the way he did. You know,
do you do a whole class of wrestlers putting out the genitalia on fire? That could be a whole class.
Well, it's part of our, we do really work into safety and health and safety, and one of those things is, how to put out flames when you don't have that just random bottle of water around or, crazy, maybe a fire extinguisher. You're deciding to call hey, set my testicles on fire, kind of spot, and you think, well, I'll just stomp it out,
Oh,
stupid. How stupid. And the guy, again, the conversation in the back. Yeah, what do you think? I set your crotch on fire. Bro, that'll be great. Yeah. How are we going to put it out? I'll just stomp it out. Oh, cool. Yeah. Stomp the flames right now.
Yeah.
Like it's a pile of leaves that he set on fire and just trying to stomp it out. if you're wanting to go to OVW Academy and learn how to really develop that burning sensation in your crotch area. Hey, listen, I got to give, they were like, yeah, man, I got a really bad case of crabs. Do you think of it? Can you think of anything to
I
do?
got the solution. Yeah.
I got a solution. We'll set your crotch on fire. I mean, that'll burn them right out. It's like the Vikings raiding a village, and they just burned and pillaged the whole thing. And those two little hay mounds where they're all hiding, not no more. They're all gone. How can I put it out? Don't worry, we'll just stomp on it. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
You'll be good.
Yeah.
If you want to learn how to set your testicles on fire, then you can come to OVW Academy, OVWacademy.com, the only wrestling school that is actually certified by the Proprietary Office of Education as a trade school in the world.
I just had the thought of a mother. Her 16-year-old son is looking to go to wrestling school.
Yeah.
And she comes across, Al Snow's school and actually plays this video. And the mom is sitting there listening to Al say, if you want to learn how to set your testicles.
You could be like Johnny Storm of the Fantastic Four. You just lay there and go, flame on.
All right, go ahead, Al. Sell the school, Al. Go ahead.
Go to OVWacademy.com. We're on every week. We always add new to the syllabi so that we're on the cutting edge of work rate, because it's constantly changing, constantly evolving. We've seen the elbow caught on fire and then goes out from the wind as it's about to use. But that crotch was on fire, and brother, it wasn't going out. It was not unless they purposely stomped it out.
Do they have to bring their own gorilla suit, or do you supply them?
No, well, we have them at the bookstore. Again, we have a lot of stuff, that if you need it, we've got it there. Bookstore. We've got the gorilla suit at the bookstore. Yeah, can't promise that it's going to have a lot of padding when you miss the table and hit the ground. Can't guarantee that, but it will provide some cushion because you got a little bit of fur there.
Yeah, very nice. Is this Abdullah? No. All right, what do we got going on here, Jeff?
Wait and see.
Pliers? Oh, no, he's going to pull a tooth out, or he's going to pull the ear out. Oh,
hold on.
I think that was Carino's son, I think, right? Yeah, because somebody said something cold. Yeah, Jesus.
Watch it again. Look at what he's done prior to getting the pliers. Do you see it?
You got to be some kind of a sadomasochist to like this kind of shit. You really do. I mean, what's appealing about that? Like, what's appealing about that?
Listen to the audience. They're like watching it, and they don't even know how to react.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I mean, they don't even know how to react. Look, you do what you want. All right, it's not my circus, not my monkeys. I don't care. It's not my show. But you took your family to go watch wrestling, and you went and saw that. You ever going to go watch independent wrestling again?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Because now you're always worried, in the building that, you got the venue to be able to run these events. Do you think they want that kind of stuff going on in their building? The liability that's there? God, no. You call them up. Hey, I'd like to run wrestling. They go, you know what? Click. No, we had that here. We don't want that again.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff? Oh!
Yes.
Whoa!
Right through the uprights. Watch him
my God. Play that again. What the heck?
Went literally through the chair.
You talk about like the odds of breaking your neck doing that, bro.
Run it back again. Look at how many people were there. And he took that kind of physical risk. For what? My God, bless his heart. Good for him. You know what I mean?
What's the next, Jeff? Oh.
Good for him. He was willing to really have a moment in front of 13 people.
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations. You know, that's not even at WrestleMania. You know, so imagine if he were willing to do that at a indoor soccer event, what would he do at WrestleMania? Let's do that again. It looks like someone threw a crash test dummy off the top rope, and watch the way she hits so hard, sternum first, on this woman's feet. Knocked her out. Knocked her completely out. Legitimately knocked out. Why? What was the point in that? You couldn't, like, no one else in the building felt that. No one. You could have done the same thing and done it without being touched and gave the same sell and gotten the same reaction out of the audience without being hurt.
Wait, what was that?
Okay, it was hard to see, but apparently it was a piece of wood or something with razor blades all over it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. These guys are into sadomasochist, whatever. They're into this shit. That's the only reason you're doing this, bro, because you love it. You enjoy it. It feels good.
Watch when he rolls over.
Jeez.
Look at his back. Okay. Look at how.
And where's he bleeding? Is that blood coming down shit, or is that?
It's all his back from where he just got power bombed on a board full of razor blades.
Bro. Go see a freaking psychiatrist, you freaking loon wacko.
Look at his back.
Jesus.
Why? What in the world for?
Because he's going to send that clip to the WWE and they're going to sign him out. That's why. That's what he thinks. Well, seriously, dude, go to a psychiatrist, man.
In all seriousness, you're absolutely 100% correct. Yeah,
Jesus.
Without a doubt. He thinks that's going to get him booked. Yeah.
What's next, Jeff? All right, now we're talking. We're talking. Barney. Yes. Now we're talking. Teletubbies. Yes. Oh. All right, now we're talking. Oh. Uh-oh. Another Teletubby. Oh, it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Tough to beat Barney. He's a dinosaur. Oh, center on Barney.
Hey, we do have to stop for a second, bro. We do gotta take it easy on that because there are kids in the crowd. Like, this is definitely some kind of a kiddie show.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids in the crowd.
There's kids in the crowd, but let's face it, it's not. It doesn't matter. We've seen how many different videos of them in somebody in an outfit wrestling in a serious match.
No, I like
it. Like Chile Lucha Libre.
Yeah, see, Chile, children, Lucha Libre. See,
Chile is a country. It's not a Spanish word for children. You
all right, Jeff, what's
this? Is so weird because it's kids.
Yeah,
and then black shirt marks, Bullet Club shirts. Like, this is such a weird mix of.
There's a lot of kids there, though. Yeah,
it doesn't make it right.
That was over with me, Al. All right, what's next, Jeff? The Teletubbies was over with me. All right, what's this? Oh, the girls always kill each other.
Watch this.
Oh, I hope she didn't have implants. That would have been a double pop. That would have been a double popper, Al.
Why again? Why are you doing this?
Show that again, Jeff.
Again, like that. The audience doesn't have the ability to do what Jeff's doing, which is look. Why?
Oof.
And if I'm the chick in the robes, like, I'm pissed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was no excuse, no justification, no reason for that at all. Like, I should beat the shit out of her.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff? Oh, this is Al's favorite promotion. This is Al's favorite. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
I'm telling you, man. Mom gets off work, she's going to be so hot. I'm telling you.
Oh, my
She
God.
in the door. She pulls up and sees, me and my brother on top of the house about to throw somebody off. I mean.
What's next, Jeff? Oh, come on. I'm not watching.
Vegetable peeling work.
Peeling his head like a giant potato.
I ain't watching that. That's where I draw the line. I ain't watching that. All right, what's next, Jeff?
Yeah, we got a montage here. All this stuff was in the same match.
Yeah.
No. There goes your ankle. Goodbye. Oh!
Cement block.
Gotta go to his head. I just drive straight to the unit. Wait, no! He is pushing in that. Nothing with us. There's. Oh! Dueling dome shit. That's more. Oh! Not for long. Is he just smashing? Yes, you lose all that.
Let's be honest. They're used to losing large amounts of It's all going to be.
No! Oh, he dropped him in his head. I do too. I'm worried about Steve. Oh!
He threw.
It's almost winter. We are flying off of it.
Any one of those things could have been the finish.
Any one of those things could have killed the guy.
Any one of those things could have killed the guy and legitimately, and any one of those things should have been the thing that beat him. Why did we need not only one of them at all? Why do we need multiple ones? I mean, legit, all in the same match. So what did any of it mean? Nothing. So you took a physical risk of personal injury and you made it mean nothing, because the only consequence to any of it that you'd have done is that you could have beat the guy. So you did all of that, you still couldn't beat the guy. Then what was the point?
Al, I think they may be doing all this now to get on this show.
I don't think so.
I think so. What's next, Jeff?
I don't
Yeah,
think so. I
this
wish
is
we
last
were
one.
that over, but
Last one. Go ahead, Jeff.
the last one.
Saying a pack of.
Oh man, is that AEW?
NWA, I believe.
Oh yeah, it was a big league.
Watch, run it back. Watch how completely openly, there's no better word for it, how openly disrespectful this is.
I don't understand what was the end game supposed to be? What is she? How was this supposed to wind up?
That I'm not sure. I really don't know. Obviously, well, you got the other girls on the floor. I don't know why she's drop kicking her out to the floor and then she can't do anything. And what makes it worse is after delivering something like that clearly was 100% physically authentic. No question or doubt, because they slowed it down to where you could see it, right? 100% physically authentic. I have no doubt the girl that took it, got back in the ring and got offense on the other girl.
Yeah.
So then why do it? What was the point? What was purpose? Because again, you're not doing that for the audience watching in the building. You're doing that for the audience that's watching backstage. If you want more information on OVW Academy, because Lord knows, after watching the videos that we show on this show, if you're not motivated, you're not inspired to become a professional wrestler, there's something wrong with you.
Hold on.
Really, after watching these videos and you're motivated or inspired to become a professional wrestler,
something wrong with you. I got an important question.
Yeah.
Are all 4 of the Teletubbies costumes in the bookstore? All 4, or you only have 2 of the 4 colors?
We didn't get to be a certified trade school for nothing. Not only do we have all 4 of the Teletubbies, Tinky, Winky, Pinky, and Stinky. And I don't know if Stinky was an actual Teletubby. I just know the guy that wears the outfit, he's a little ripe. You know what I mean? And we also have Barney as part of that as well.
Nice.
Yeah. And Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore. Eeyore's a little bit of a downer, but you just take a little Tigger and you're right back up.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
You can go to ovwacademy.com. You can find out the latest as far as syllabuses, and this week is obviously mascot or television personality work. So, we try to cover all the bases.
All right, what are we looking at, Jeff? Oh man! Wow. What is that called, Al? What would you label that?
Hashtag tossing the salad work. I like the music with it too.
Is that is that the referee Slick Johnson?
Yep, it is. Yeah. There are a lot of weird ones this week. I'm telling you, there are a lot of weird ones.
I'm not for anything. If that chick's married and I'm that chick's husband, I've got a problem with that. I'm being totally honest.
You think so? And if I'm that dude's married, his wife ain't going to be happy that she's looking at his grundle from up underneath.
All right, what's next, Jeff?
There seems to be a lot of that weird sexual stuff in Japanese matches.
There is
that a lot.
Yeah,
there's one on here. I was like, I don't even know what's going on. Like I you don't remember which one I'm talking about, Jeff?
The thumbs?
Not the thumbs. There's somebody on a top turnbuckle, and
yes, that's also in Japan.
Oh my God! All right, now that you've teased us, let's go.
All right. Well, this is
like I watched it like 4 times, like this.
This one's AEW work.
Look at this. This is so stuff like this is just what is? Oh man. God, man. What is the point of any of that?
That's the thing. I appreciate all the athleticism. I do. I'm not taking anything away from the timing and all that, but it looks like a floor exercise in the Olympics. And there's no purpose to it. There's no intent behind doing it, where it looks like what they're trying to do is gain some kind of advantage over the other person to then lead them to win the match. It's just, we're doing this routine. I love the music, the 70s.
Yeah, I mean, go back one time, like just watch the one spot where, like, I guess
look at the clothesline Ricochet throws, where he literally does the.
That's what I'm. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to tell you to go back and look at. Like this. This is supposed to be him attempting to hit a clothesline. Watch this.
Yeah, it's clear.
I think it's right here. Watch. It's what are we supposed to believe? You were trying to right here.
Look how high.
What are we supposed
doesn't
to do? Is it snowing inside the building?
Oh, man!
That's what I called hashtag classy high spot, because it looks like they're in a opera house and the guy just shoved him out of the box seats and crashed through the table.
Why is the announcer laughing over somebody doing a spot like that? Like what is funny about that, bro?
I don't know. God.
You got so many people in the business that have no business. No business. What's next, Jeff?
Commentators don't even understand these days. Their job is to help sell the illusion that we're watching a sporting event. that we're watching a competition, and that, that like that guy's laughing because this other person got shoved and fell. So now, even if the guy actually genuinely got hurt, the audience doesn't believe it and doesn't care because, the commentator's laughing at it. So they don't take it seriously.
What's next, Jeff?
Absurd. Clenching his cheeks to hold Tommaso Ciampa in place. Oh!
If you're on the audio, we're getting a thumb up the butt train.
C-style thumb to the rear. Olympic thumb in the air.
You know what the funny thing is? Just pause this for a second. The funny thing is, however many people are in this, they all had to agree to do this. Not one person said, "What the F, are you crazy?" Not one person. They all agreed to stick their thumb up the other guy's ass. Every single person in this ring. They all in the back. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'll stick my thumb up your butt, and you got his butt, and I got it. I mean, Al, that's the discussion, right?
Vince, biologically, okay, I don't know if you're aware, but
go ahead, Al.
The prostate for a man is.
Al, how do they figure out while they're going over this match? How do they figure out whose thumb goes in which butt?
That I'm not really sure.
Interesting.
But, that's a chain of G spots there. The orgasm's going to be huge.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I will.
You guys left. Here it is.
And they just stand there. Like, how can you even?
So casually. The most casual.
This is unbelievable.
He is not pleased about this one bit. And Ginger Liger.
They love it, Al. Look, Al. Tearing the house down.
He literally bumped all of them with his ass.
Yeah, I guess he's got a powerful butthole too.
Powerful glutes, extreme sphincter, like a crab's claw. Again, you can, your audience, and I mean, they're very successful with this audience, and good for them. Those people like it; they enjoy that because they're in on the joke. But again, we used to protect the lie at all costs. And now we just use the very lame excuse, and it is a very blatant excuse, to justify our lack of respect and appreciation for the work and effort that it takes to try to draw money, which is ultimately what really the business is, that we are demonstrating that lack of understanding and complete disrespect for that attempt by now not protecting the lie at all. And the excuse of, well, everyone knows it's fake. I hate to break it to you, much like you dumbasses, all of you, and I do mean all of you, that sit there and go, oh, there's so much competition now, like there wasn't in years past. Let me break it to you. Since the 1940s, everyone in this country has known it's fake. I can clearly remember the day when I proclaimed to my family, both sides, who I love dearly, but none of them are Mensa candidates, that I would be a professional wrestler when I grew up. And they were like, why do you want to do that? That's fake. How did they know? Seriously. None of them had ever done it in their life. There was no internet. There were no newsletters. There were no expose television shows on it. How did they know with unmitigated certainty that it was fake? Because everyone knew that it's a work. Everyone has. But there are those that wanted to believe. And the wrestlers knew how hard it was to draw an audience at any point in time in history, a live audience, and therefore never ceased selling the audience what they sold them, so that the audience then was disappointed, and it made it more difficult to draw an audience on a greater amount. That's just, So now it's okay. And you know what? For your audience, that audience, good for you. You had fun. But now anywhere outside of that, how are you going to draw money? You've made the very thing that we're selling. The only consequence to any of this is that we can win and lose. Now, we just stuck our finger up each other.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's the evolution, Al. That's the evolution,
and
man.
I'm just old school. So,
and
I'm bitter.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff? What is this now?
Wait till you see this.
I don't know why they filmed this at such a weird camera angle.
I don't know. Watch. You ready? You even know what they're doing?
Yeah, he's gonna pull him in. He's gonna.
Oh, really?
It's like a big rubber band.
It's a big rubber band. He snapped him with that giant rubber band
in the balls.
Yes.
Around fans.
Yes, around the fans. Lets it go, and it hits the guy in the balcony and almost hits all the fans that are around him. I have never, in all my years, 43 years, I've never seen rubber band work.
I'm just trying to think, that's what I'm thinking now. Like, how did they come up with that? Like, what is the seed of that idea?
Found a big rubber band in the back. Let's use it.
Jeez, bro, like, my God, like, Jeff, son, here's another ass. More ass play. All right, is this the one you're talking about, Al?
I want you to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's like a fever dream on acid. I'm telling you.
If you're on the audio, we have two wrestlers in the ring with the referee, and we have a random guy up on the turnbuckle facing out towards the crowd
with his bare ass into the ring.
His pants pulled down to his knees, his bad ass pointing in the ring.
And he looks like he's squatting to take a shit on the top turnbuckle.
And then the wrestlers one guy kissed the other guy and gives him a pile driver.
and he's still
the guy
ass out.
And the guy on the top turnbuckle with his ass out just sits there staring off into the distance like a statue. And prior to the guy kissing the other guy on the lips, he's pointing. The guy that's getting kissed prior to that is pointing at the bare ass guy. Everyone's chanting like something's about to happen. The guy on the turnbuckle never moves, never shows an expression. The other guy walks up, kisses the guy square on the mouth, bends him over, pile drives him, beats him. And the other guy.
Here's my assessment to this.
I can't wait to hear this.
Well, this is definitely some kind of a stipulation match where that guy is either handcuffed to the corner there, and literally his ass is supposed to be like a human turnbuckle. That's the idea of the match, I think, Al. The ass is supposed to be the turnbuckle.
I've seen some asses that look like human turnbuckles.
I like the Japanese culture. All these women in the crowd just applauding after this.
Yay.
Watch it.
That is, oh my God, we are seeing some really strange stuff.
Was brilliant. That was brilliant.
Gee, Manili, man.
And the guy that won doesn't even ignore, and the ref still just ignores the fact that this guy's up on the turnbuckle with his ass stuck out. And to your point, Vince, if that were the case, wouldn't we have one on each turnbuckle around the ring?
I would think so.
Yeah, we just have this guy up there.
I would think so. The human human ass turnbuckle match.
How did the guy get there, and how did his pants get pulled
I'm gonna try that at Rocky Mountain Pro. I'm gonna do it in all four corners out. All right, what's next, Jeff? That's bizarre. This is some bizarre stuff this week, man.
What's it? So for those that are not watching this but are listening, there's a guy laying prone on the mat with his left knee is bent, so it's pointing up to the sky. And another guy takes a steel chair, and just waffles the shit out of that bent knee at the right on the kneecap. Just slams the chair on the kneecap.
I wouldn't be surprised too if the top of the chair also hit the guy in the nuts.
Oh yeah, because the top of the seat breaks off on from hitting the and just swings it.
I think he got hit in the nuts.
He did. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, right there, right in the dick, right in the penis.
What's next, Jeff? This is bizarre.
He's getting beat up by a pinata or something. I don't know what
I think it's hashtag Winnie the Pooh work.
Oh, it's Winnie the Pooh?
I don't know what it is, but it's a stuffed animal that is beating the shit out of me. Now, I know people are going to say I'm being hypocritical because I wrestled the head, but this guy went even further than I ever could with it. So I got to give him credit.
I think the biggest crime is the shorts, honestly.
I think so. Yeah, those are definitely nut hugger shorts. You're gonna see a robin's egg popping out of a bird's nest.
All right, what's next? I'm afraid to ask what's next this week. That's all light bulb shit on the floor. Look at that, all light bulb stuff.
Here's the guy in
his ass.
Look at the dude's back in the crowd, bro. Look at that. He's in the crowd with blood all over him.
He stapled his ass.
Wait, what happened now?
He stapled his ass.
No, he stapled a woman's ass. She walked up. She's laying on the floor. He walks up and just puts the staple gun to her ass cheek and staples it. Now, granted,
I don't think that's a woman, though. I don't think that's a woman.
I think it is.
Okay.
I don't know. So what makes it better is he didn't just stick his thumb up her ass. He's just now stapling it. So now he walks
go back for a second. Look at this photographer grinning ear to ear after he puts a staple in this part. These are the type of people you're dealing with. Watch it. Watch the female photographer. Watch it. Watch. Look at her. Grinning ear to ear. Grinning ear to ear. Loving that.
Now they get $1. He just took $1 or a bill of some sort and is now going to staple to the shoulder. Now he's stapling it to the hip, then to the shoulder. Good job. And
that's a dude.
That's a dude now. He's got a beard now.
Okay,
Man, bro, this is insane. What Al, I swear to God, you've been saying it for years and years and years. And we're just seeing more, like we're still seeing stuff we never saw. Somebody gonna get killed in the ring, bro. That's the only place to go. That's the only place to go, man.
I'm completely off base. I mean, what do I know?
That's the only place to go, man. What's next, Jeff? Is that the only?
That's not Tony Schiavone.
Is that Sheiky, baby?
That's not Tony Schiavone. That's an audience member. All right. Look. And he's mad at the guy for being thrown on him. And another fan is trying to prevent the fan who's drunk from fighting him. Now the referee's over there.
Is that John Tenta? Is that John Tenta?
It could be John Tenta.
Wait till you see the how old this other guy is, the other wrestler is.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Freeze this. Yeah. Was that a legit fan that took?
Yes, that's a legit fan that was.
That's not part of the show?
No.
I play. Okay, now I got to look at it with a new set of eyes. I thought that was a plant.
No, because you can tell the guy is drunk.
I go back.
And you can watch when the other guy comes in to stop it, to keep him from getting to the wrestler, and the ref comes in too. They're breaking up a potential fight.
Is that Jake the Snake?
I think it's Grandpa Joe from
Hee-haw.
Yeah.
All right, so you're telling me this is a legit fan, Al. This is a legit fan. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I put it on there. It's
all right,
crowd. It's called great crowd work, Vince. Keep up with the times. That's a fan.
He got it right in the nose.
Yeah, because he didn't even brace himself or nothing. So he did not know. He did not know that.
Look at him. He wants to kick his ass. Look at that. Look.
Is that crackhead Bob?
Yeah. Look.
Relax.
Oh yeah, he's drunk off his ass. This
And he
dude.
wants to fight, rightfully so. You just had another human being thrown on him. Look at what got thrown on him. Not a hot chick. That was gruesome.
Look at that crowd.
Look at the
I'm
building.
talking about the type of people in that. Go back, Jeff. Look at the type of people in this crowd.
It's amazing.
Oh my God. Oh, and there's kids. There's a kid in the front row. Look at the kid.
Yeah. Well, I think I put on here, I'm not going to tell you ahead of time, but it's really disturbing.
Let's see. Do I got to look away? Oh, come on, Jeff.
Hold on. You got to watch this.
Yeah, you have to see what happens
watch
here.
This isn't the worst part. Honestly, you got to pull yourself together. All right.
Come on, man.
No, listen, just watch. It gets worse. Watch. Not the way you think it does.
Yeah, not in a gross way. But I mean, this is the grossest part. He's got 2 syringes, 1 in each eyelid.
Yeah. But here's this. Watch this, Vince. And this is what I'm talking about. Watch this.
With this real quick. Will you help me? Oh, I got it.
Oh no.
It looks like an 8-year-old girl. He's asking her to pull the syringes out of his eyelids. And
oh my God. This freaking dude should be arrested for that. This guy should be arrested for that.
Seriously, an 8-year-old child, 8 to 10-year-old child, a little girl. And he walked right over to her, and she goes to pull them out, and he stops her and falls down on his knees. But he made it a point to go right in her face.
Oh my God, bro. And you got people in the first row grinning ear to ear. They're grinning ear to ear. This guy's got 2 needles sticking out of his eyes, and they're grinning ear to ear.
2 hypodermic needles sticking out of his eyelids.
Something's wrong with these. Something's wrong with these freaking people.
It looks to be anywhere from 7 to 10-year-old girl in the audience, and she goes to reach to pull them out, and he backs off.
Well, what about the parents that have not chose to leave by this point, that are staying there with this child?
These people are sick. This is a sick world we live in, man. If anybody finds that entertaining in any way, shape, or form, you need to go to an effing psychiatrist, man. But seriously, bro, if anybody thinks that's entertaining,
how much does that damage business?
That's like literally, bro. That's people. That's like people that are into S&M. Like that's the level of this shit that we're talking about, bro.
It's an art form, and like movies, there's different movies for different audiences. But the problem with this is that we're trying to sell it like it's an actual competitive sport, much like boxing or MMA. And then, again, that dad showed up with that little girl thinking, oh, this is like WWF or WWE, and then you get this. And then,
but see, Al, that's the thing. This is beyond.
Yeah.
This is beyond trying to sell this like wrestling.
Yeah.
This is beyond that. That's not what they're doing anymore. They're not doing that anymore, Al.
Yeah. And you talk to them. And you're like, oh, I don't care. I don't mind the pain. You're like, that's not the point. Like, you're not supposed to actually be in pain. You're supposed to make it seem like you are, that there's a consequence to it without it actually physically being so.
Al, but that's not what they're doing anymore. Here's what they're doing, Al. This is what they're attempting to do. How do we shock the crowd?
Correct.
This has nothing to do with wrestling. Nothing.
I've always said that because the bar just keeps going.
Right. That's where we are now. This has nothing to do with winners, losers, the disbelief. It has nothing to do. It has to do, what haven't we done that will really shock the crowd?
That'll make everyone in the back talk about.
Right. That's what everything we saw today is. The rubber band, the thumb up the ass, all that stuff. That's what it is.
For the boys. It's all for the boys.
God, bro, like seriously, what is that it, Jeff?
No.
Oh my God.
This is AEW.
Oh, no.
Jumps off the ring apron a distance to tombstone pile driver guy on the steel steps. And look at how he hits. And you're right. I'm ridiculous for saying there could be a death on TV. Look.
Not only that, this guy, how did he not blow his knees out?
Yeah. I don't know. And I think that's Darby Allin that took the tombstone onto the steps.
Yeah. And not only that, if you stop right there. Look, there's nobody in the crowd.
No.
So whatever you're doing, they're not buying. There's nobody there. Look, there's nobody there, guys. So what is that telling you, Tony? What is that telling you?
We're not doing it for them. We're doing it for Tony, and we're doing it for the boys in the back, and we're doing it for Dave Meltzer, in spite of the fact that Rudolph draws big numbers.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer did a big number as well.
Let's see if Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer can tombstone the Bumble on steel steps.
That might have been Osprey that took that.
Yeah.
Go into your room.
All right. Can we go to the plugs? Bro, that was.
He's no. Here's another one for you.
Yeah, don't worry. It's funny stuff.
I'm not what he's going to cut a guy's finger off with scissors now. What are we doing? I'm not.
No, he's sticking hypodermic needles into the guy's hands, into the knuckles.
And so we got 3 there. He was pinning his hand to the mat or something like.
Yeah, with the hypodermic needles. It just gets better.
No.
This is definitely a female. It's the one we always see in these hardcore. What's her name, Al? You know her name.
Mickey Knuckles. Mickey Knuckles. Yeah.
Well, speaking of her knuckle.
Yep. Hashtag moose knuckle work.
Go back for a second. Where look at. I'm just looking at the amount of blood on her leg. That must be from the other guy. Look at them.
That's not. That's from them rolling around in the glass and everything else.
Oh yeah, look at his face too.
Look at the guy in the front row. Look at them, bro. They're smiling watching this shit. Do you understand? These are mental patients. Look at the guy in the front row smiling.
I know.
And the girl, she's smiling too.
Like, what is wrong with you freaking people? Like, seriously.
Go ahead. One last one.
This last one.
Right on the top.
Oh, that felt good. That had to feel good. Yeah. That had to feel good. This is sick, man.
Oh, yeah.
Unreal, man. Thank God that's over.
Seem like your neck's a little stiff. What happened? Well, I was wrestling this weekend, and the guy put me in a sleeper and basically, suplexed me right on. Literally,
God, bro, that was. I don't even know you're gonna have to work on the syllabus for 2 months, Al, to add all that stuff. And you can't do that in one class.
There's a lot. I mean, we really we've really went into a course called How to Get Over with Small Children, and that's by placing hypodermics in your eyes and then, selling right into the audience towards them.
These people lost their shit with freaking David Arquette pinning Eric Bischoff. And now we've got 12 people sticking their thumbs up each other's ass. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Al.
You don't kink shame. I mean, that's, everybody does their own thing. I mean, we won't talk about what goes behind closed doors in the old Russo TV. You know what I mean? If you're wanting to learn all of the exciting tricks of the trade that you watch today on our video segments, then no place better than to go to OVW Academy. It is the only one in the world that is actually certified by the State Office of Proprietary Education as a trade school for such nonsense as cinder block work or light tube to the camel toe work, or just strange guy sitting with his pants down on top of it. If you're wanting to delve into the darker side of professional wrestling, then the OVW Academy is the place to come because we've got syllabi for all of it.
Can you imagine the OVW Academy, right? You got this kid just graduated from high school, 18-year-old kids. He wants to go to Al's Wrestling Academy, comes in. And then out the parents come to pick him up after that first session, see how he won, how it went. And there's a man sitting on the top turnbuckle with his pants down to his knees and his ass out pointing in the
and just sitting there staring off into the distance. Yeah. And then, or they walked in and you and 11 of your other students are all sticking thumbs up each other's ass and then doing a choo-choo train.
Or they walk in and they ask your mother, can you remove these needles from my eyes, please?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
It's making it a little difficult for me to see to do the next spot.
What's next?
Yeah, I got to stick my digits up somebody's orifice.
Jeff, are we ready to go to the clips? I see the clips here. Are we ready? Are these kinder and gentler? Like, because last week was too much.
This week is more of a funny than gross.
Okay.
Week.
By Santa and Jesus. Okay.
Yep. Our Lord and Savior facing Santa, who's just come off a entire planet-wide bender, And
what about the elves were popping on the sideline? I like that. Yeah, look,
the elves are going crazy.
I like that. Yeah.
Did I tell you the time that I was on a show that I watched Jesus and Santa wrestle?
No.
Yes.
This may be the real deal here, though. Al, he's got the red sash that you see in all those pictures and everything. This may be him, Al.
Yeah. Well, this is our Lord and Savior work. All for the holidays.
Let's play. Go ahead, Jeff. Oh, okay. So he's using miracles. I like that.
Force work. You know what I mean?
Are these the super machines?
Look at that.
Very nice.
Now, I know you're thinking Jesus pretty over. I mean, he had great high spots. He walked in water. He cured the sick, healed the blind, turned water into wine. I turned vodka into a one-night stand. So beat that, Jesus.
All right, Jeff. What's next for Al? I like the kind of gentler.
There they go. Oh, my God. There they go.
What what
shot? Take all of that in.
Oh, what
is happening?
Hell?
It looks like an amusement park.
Why do we have two pools?
Two kiddie pools.
Two pools. We got two giant trampolines. That one thing in the front looks like one of those forklift scissor gimmicks, right?
That's what it is. Yes. Yeah. That they just took a bump off through a bunch of stuff. That's why I included this, because it's like, what is going on?
Well, they did sell it out, though, Al. We got about 13 people watching.
Well, yeah.
I go back.
Room only because there's so many other gimmicks you can't put any people in there.
Go back to the original bump, Jeff. Okay, so we're going off
in somebody's backyard, I think here.
Oh yeah, it is a forklift.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
This is GCW.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Just.
What's next, Jeff?
AEW.
Darby. My God, bro.
I think I called this hashtag here we go again work.
Yeah, let's take this frame by frame, because I'm trying to understand what he's trying to do. What is he trying to do, Al?
I don't know. I think he's trying to kill himself. I really do.
There's somebody sitting in that chair right now.
Right now, yeah.
Right now. Okay, I got it.
So they move and he lands on the chair and breaks.
They moved so early in the run, you can't even see that they were still there. They're somewhere on the other side of the ring. I mean, it's insane. Why? What is the point? And then I guarantee you, I have not seen the full tape. I've not seen the full match. I guarantee you that kid got back in the ring and had more offense afterwards. So what was the point of doing that spot? The point of doing that spot in a normal psychological way would be to increase the jeopardy that you might lose. But I guarantee 2 minutes after this happened, not even 2 minutes, it was as if that never happened at all.
What is this now?
We got 1998 Japan here.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Yeah. Who was the toughest in that? The table. That's who was the toughest.
Did she slip on the rope?
She slipped a little, but that's not the reason that table didn't break. Up at that. Can you imagine what it felt like for the girl underneath that took it? I mean, that had to have hurt.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff? Oh, no. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. No. Oh, God.
Why? In all honesty, why? If anyone can justify that to me, when you can do it and not hurt the other person,
well,
but
not
you're doing it because the only reason you're able to do it in the first place is because the person is allowing you to do it. They have willingly accepted their part in it. So, quite honestly, they're semi-responsible for whatever injury they sustain.
Well, not only that, go back to the end of the clip. After he does that, is he picking that person back up off the mat?
Those are girls.
The girl, is she picking her back up off the mat after she does it?
Yes, watch. Yeah, because look, she's going to pick her back up. Why? So the only consequence to anything you can do to each other is that you could possibly beat each other with it. Now you've just for a shoot, not even a work, you've dropped this woman on the top of her head with all of her weight and compacted her spine. And you're going to pick her back up so that you can do something else because that wasn't enough to beat her. So you know, and I've said this a million times, you can, as a wrestler in the ring, you can make absolutely anything mean everything.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can make everything mean absolutely nothing.
All right, what's next, Jeff? Oh, what was that? Oh, boy. Oh, my God.
Safety first work. That's what that is.
Play that again, Jeff.
If I was this guy, I'm beating the shit out of that other guy. Back to the locker room.
This is just irresponsible is what this is. And this is a good indicator of what this business has become, where none of these guys respect each other or the other person's safety or sanctity physically, to where he just irresponsibly throws this chair the way he does, and the edge of the chair catches him right in the face.
Well, Al, you would look at this and you would think legitimately, you would think this is a shoot. You would think this guy legitimately has heat with this other guy, and this is a 1,000% shoot. You would believe that.
Yeah,
there's no other explanation
for this action. You're correct.
Right.
But the problem is, okay, I guarantee this was not a shoot on either one of their parts. Okay. And the guy just simply didn't care and was irresponsible and disrespectful and threw the chair any way he wanted to throw it, because he wasn't going to take it. So he didn't give a shit. Look at that.
Jeez, bro. What's next, Jeff?
Watch this. Watch. Gave Darby Allin a run for his money. I mean, and we didn't watch the rest of it. I understand. What do you think happened afterwards? More wrestling.
Yeah.
As if it never occurred.
All right, what else, Jeff?
More Darby.
More Darby.
I'm retarded?
Was that on purpose?
Yes, it was. Can you run that back one more time and just listen?
I had to replace the audio with something.
Jeff, priceless.
I'm retarded?
There's no, you couldn't have picked a better sound bite. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Watch that again. I mean, just watch. This was one of the very first one of these I showed. This makes no sense. None. When he first did this with Cody Rhodes, I was like, what is he? Did he do that on purpose? Did he intentionally mean to do that? Right? He still does it. And it makes no sense. None.
I'm retarded?
All right. What's next, Jeff? Oh, nice. Nice in the eye. Oh, that's great. That's terrific. Bro,
yeah, if you look closely, it's going to slow-mo. You can see him hitting the shards off of himself. You see shards flying away from him.
Well, not only one. Look how many people are rubbing their eyes. There's about 6 of them.
Look at it all go right into the audience.
Look at all of them.
Okay. I'm
watch right here. See that? See the
Oh, look at the kid, bro. There's a kid right in the dude's arms. You see it, Jeff? Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
Again, what have I always said? And I'm an asshole, right? Because I don't like this kind of stuff. I'm an asshole.
Oh my God, that little freaking kid is right there, man. The kid next to him, the guy next to the kid is selling.
Yeah. So now with these families, this guy brought his kid. Is he ever going to bring his kid to another independent wrestling show? No. Why? Well, his wife isn't going to allow him to do it because remember the last time you took Junior to the wrestling show and he came back with cuts all over his face from broken glass from light tubes exploding into the audience? Just the amount of complete lack of responsibility.
Yeah. What's next, Jeff?
I want to take you for a ride. I want to take you for a ride. I want to take you for a ride. I want to take you for a ride.
Did you see what that said? It's Thailand Pro Wrestling. That was from Thailand, bro.
Yeah.
Great work.
Lots of
Unworked. What's next, Jeff?
That's the last one. We got more Darby work.
I'm retarded.
Can you please use that?
Al, it's the little things, Al. It's the little. Al.
Oh my God. Run that one more time.
I'm retarded.
All right, you two.
If you're wanting to learn how you're wanting to learn that Darby work, we have a whole syllabus on Darby work. Even there's even an Olympics for it, all for him, just his own Olympics. Then you can go to ovwacademy.com. You can start off the new year right, and no better way than to start learning a new trade like Darby does. Yeah. And he relearns that every week because he constantly has head injuries where he forgets what he was doing the week before. That's ovwacademy.com.